He is the defending world champion, but he's got to come up
Manchester
against
2013
the Netherlands #1, Ramy Ashour, who is
a
top 10 player.
Ramy Ashour, Egypt to receive.
So
Best
this
of 5
is
games.
a very, very
Level.
tough first round. Anjema kicks off.
Yes, lad. Level.
Well, there's certainly a slight variation in the shirt colour. We've got kind of like the slightly dark green, and then the, what would you call that colour? Lime green?
Yeah, something like that. I think we can tell the two players apart though, Joey, just about.
I think so. I think so. Obviously, PJ wouldn't have a clue because he still thinks Ramy Ashour's left-handed.
Everyone's left-handed. Or everyone should be left-handed.
Well, yeah. But it is interesting how the draws work out. We saw Nick Matthew, number 4 seed, playing against an Egyptian ranked 78 in the world. And now we've got Ramy Ashour up against one of the top players in the world. I mean, it makes it exciting.
Do you like the new system, or well, it's not that new anymore, but the seeding system these days?
Well, I just think it throws a bit more variety into it. I think, as you know from being a player from the past as well, that the earlier rounds could be quite a foregone conclusion within reason. It became very predictable, and there wasn't much movement in the rankings with top 20 players. And if you're a good enough player, then you're
going to get through.
Yeah.
Cream rises.
And I think that also the with the draws, the way they work out, you might have a harder first round, and then ironically, if you get through, then the second round could open up. So it just
sometimes an easier second round quarter-final.
Yeah, just makes it more interesting for everyone watching, and for the other players as well, I presume. But Ramy Ashour just with a bit of the K-tape on his side of his leg there, probably a bit of tight fascia work. Has been known to wear the one-legged stocking, which is basically like a giant tuba grip.
He never does anything really orthodox, does he?
No, but then that's why one of the many reasons why he's such a spectacle and so loved.
Yeah, you certainly couldn't describe him as boring. As a squash fan myself.
I would hope so.
Player, yeah,
I hope you're a squash fan.
Of course I am. But I'm coming in and watching these games. I'm going to be here later in the week, just as a squash fan, and I always want to be on the front row when Ramy's playing.
Are you trying to get tickets? Are you? Is that what you?
Yeah, have you got any?
Your ploy? Have to be on the front row. Anyone help me? Well, this pace at the moment, as you'd imagine, is pretty electric. Anjema, who is one of the heavier players, he's very, very strong, as you can see, but it is a strength-to-weight ratio sport. Ashour has got himself in exemplary physical condition.
That's a perfect land.
Yes, lad.
I don't think Ramy's expecting.
No, pretty generous, I would say, Parky. Let's have a look at this replay. The way he's actually, it's the speed of him hitting. I mean, God, that kicks off the floor. I mean, from the sky view camera, you can see how quickly the ball does kick off. It's like a bit of a topspin sometimes, isn't it, the way he hits it? I mean, he uses all sorts of spins. I think he's created his own spin at times.
Yeah, he's definitely invented a few spins.
Hand out.
None of which anyone can
2-1.
emulate.
But I can assure you that Lawrence Anjema had been warming up massively for this match and doing a lot of speed work to get himself on the tee line, but he'll be blowing already from this onset of pace. If we have a close-up, you'll probably see those cheeks of his starting to like a puffer fish.
Yeah, well, it's unusual for him to make an error like that so early on in a match. You know, he's usually one of the fittest guys around, isn't he? But he's being made to work incredibly hard early doors.
There's no settling. Every ball is being hit around. He can't really settle on the tee. He doesn't let his opponents ever feel that they're actually reasonably comfortable at a time. Having played him, you've played him. You managed to play him.
I played him once just right at the end of my career and the beginning of his career. So it wasn't. It was a kind of pleasant experience, but not always.
Stroke to Anjema.
Needless to say, I came off second best, Joey.
Hand
I
out.
managed to
3-2.
play him a couple of times as well. That's going to be a stroke, but the Skyview camera makes it so clear, and that's what's brilliant about these at different angles. And what we have with the coverage, it's
4-2.
improving all the time. At some stage, I'm sure we'll get where we'll probably quadruple the cameras.
It's getting better all the time, having so many cameras. It's great to see it from all of the different angles. Actually,
Well,
see
it just
the
gives you different
character as well.
perspectives.
Yeah, see the players, bead of sweat on the player's forehead.
Well, you get to see Simon Rosner, which I'm sure you will. It'll be more than a bead of sweat, kind of like a blob. Just one big sweat ball.
Sure,
Again,
appreciate
just
you calling him that.
He enjoys it. There's no. It just that few shots previously. It's again, there's a prime example of Ashour's always looking to play the ball, Parky. You know, he's getting round his opponents. And Anjema has a situation where he's not blocking, but at the front he does stand over his shot, which, if he gets tired, can actually start to go against Anjema because he gives away the strokes. But he tends to stay over the shots in the front forehand corner and backhand. And Ashour just firing around, so he's looking pretty sprightly here.
And it's a good point, Joe, because I think it doesn't really do him any good against a player like this, because as you say, Ramy is always looking to play the ball. So if you're worrying about that all the time, you're not going to, it's not going to do you any good. You're wasting energy. Mover Ramy, isn't he? So we're both just lost for words a little bit watching Ramy's movement there.
Oh, I'm actually just staring at his feet.
Yeah,
lovely feet,
like a dancer. So light on his feet, isn't he, Joey?
It's very, very plyometric. I mean, he's had all these problems with his body, but he just bounds around and just his little adjustments as well. I mean, quality of his body's got better and better as he's had so much physio and he does all this maintenance work now.
Box 4-all.
Eating a lot better, and the fact that he's trimmed his body weight down has helped his movement considerably as well.
I think he's listened to quite a bit of advice in the last couple of years, hasn't he? With respect to diet and training and looking after his body. And it's paid off. He first won this title in 2008.
2008.
When he was 19, and he was world junior champion.
And it actually was in Manchester.
It was here, yeah. I was here at that final. And since then he's been a brilliant player, but it's only recently where he's been so much more consistent and dominant.
6-4.
Well, ironically, the 2 World Championships that Nick Matthew did win, Ramy Ashour was injured. Had to pull out the Saudi World Championship, which was the first one, and then the one in Rotterdam 2 years ago, where Anjema had a fantastic 3-2. He was 2-love up against Gaultier in Rotterdam, ended up losing that 3-2, but Ashour had to pull out against Alistair Walker. He came in with an injury and tried to play through a few rounds, but had to stop in the end.
Yeah, not taking anything away from Nick Matthews'
not at all.
achievements, but that is a good point. Oh, so fast. The reflexes there. Ramy Ashour.
Yeah, it was actually,
box,
sorry,
please.
he beat Alistair Walker and then pulled out against Gregory Gaultier.
That's right.
Yeah.
But he's, as we've been chatting away, he's been increasing the tempo, looking very busy, and Anjema's under that bit more pressure. Again, there's the variation of height. That's well played, though. Tidied up nicely by the Dutchman.
And out. 5-7.
Well, can you remember a day, Parky, in all the tournaments where they had 32 matches in one day, in one centre? I certainly can't.
No,
Not in one centre.
that would be hard work.
There's no point asking
referees.
PJ, is there? Because he still thinks it's 1984.
All right.
Well, that's inch perfect. Good quality length. Sets up
Hand
the
out.
backhand volley drop.
8-5.
Just makes it look so easy. I mean, I'd love to have played in this style.
Down. Stop. Ball is down in the front. The ball was down in the front. Your ball was down in the right-hand side of the front wall.
Well, let's have a little gander at this one.
Decision, please. The ball was down.
It looked down to me. Just clip the top of the tin.
You've got 20/20 vision, haven't you? You have.
I have got good
Yeah,
vision.
we've called.
If I say so myself.
No,
That's where we need
the ball
Hawkeye.
before. Play on,
Got
please.
Hawkeye, he's
Please
got me.
accept the
He's
decision.
certainly discussing this
Yeah.
one, Ramy.
Did you see the way it deviated
out,
there, the
6-8.
ball on the bounce? To the right.
Well, no, but that could have been spin. But he's convinced it was up.
I think he did it too softly for spin, Joey.
Play on,
I
please.
think
Thank
he
you.
hit it really
6-8.
softly. There wasn't. You need a bit more oomph to get the spin on the ball.
Oh, I don't
Do you
know. I
think
mean,
that
it's
was
hard to. Anyway, squash continues. It was deemed as down. So we will have probably an electrifying rally. And there's an error. So all credit to Anjema. He's serving now at 7-8 within 1 point. Just trying to get his focus there. Ashour. Wow, just watching him leaping to the tee.
Yes, lad.
It's coming out the back
7-8.
corners ridiculously quickly, Ramy Ashour. When he's hitting his length, he is bounding up onto the tee line. It's a bit quicker than I've seen him previously, to be honest.
He's moving quickly everywhere. He
Wow,
really
that didn't read
apart
that
from
one
that,
at all. He went
no.
for the cross-court nick.
8-all.
Didn't find it. Anjema just raising his arms to the crowd. The crowd have been a little bit quiet here, to say the least. We've got a reasonable house on the back stand. Don't seem to be getting into it. Strange when you've got the best players in the world cracking on.
I think they're a little bit in awe, Joey, of the great man. I mean, both players are fantastic, but that is a wonderful shot from
He's
LJ.
finishing it, but that
Ball was
looked
good.
pretty awesome there. Look at the way it drops down. That was
good.
inch
9-8.
perfect.
It was more than good, Joey.
Well, he's got a point advantage, so this latter stage of the first game is going very well for Anjema, and it's Ashour who's...
No, lad.
I think this is a great decision.
Hand out. 9-all.
I don't know if he's going to review it. I think he will.
Ball was too good, yeah.
Is he going to review it?
Hand out. 9-all.
See it here. So he puts in a heavy drop. Ashour reads it very quickly. And then, yeah, he's got to go through and play that. It's tight. That's why he stops. 9-all.
Just clinging to the wall, as your father would say.
Just watch how he... Oh, he's inch perfect. Look at that camera angle. Whoa.
Yes, lad. 9-all.
Well, he's had to step up his game here, Park. You saw the quality of the hitting from the Egyptian there. You have to do it again.
Yeah, I've been impressed with LJ here. He's really stuck in well, and he's doing, I think, what you need to do is not necessarily take Ramy on with skill and flair at the front, but try and attack and
Game ball.
try and volley and use his strength, because that's what he's good at.
Holding the middle, but Ashour, who leaped onto that forehand volley, now has game ball to win this first. It's been highly competitive. This is a very, very impressive tempo, and there's the error, so all credit to the Dutchman. Physically, he's
out 10-all, play to win
looked
by
very,
2
very
points.
strong in this
Each
first
player
game. Of
has
course, these
one
guys
review
prepare for a couple of
available.
hours on end, but the pace is what interested me, and I thought it might slightly blow Anjema away, but he's held really level pegging at 10-all.
Yeah, I think with Ramy, if you can play a fast pace and actually manage to stay in a rally above 12 or 15 shots, you have a chance, especially someone of LJ's physical strength.
11-10,
And here we are.
game ball.
First game ball for the Dutchman. Can he convert first time? Well, he's played the ball. What a fun,
Anjema,
wonderful first
12-10.
game there.
Anjema leads 1 game to love.
Impressive stuff from Lawrence Anjema, 16 minutes in duration. The Dutchman takes it in a tie-break, 12-10. He leads by 1 game to love.
Ramy Ashour so sharp, light on his feet at the beginning of this match, showing why he's world #1 and why he's so dominant. LJ looking for ways to break through with width and length, but to no avail at the beginning. Some longer rallies as the game wore on, and some tough rallies, but Ramy Ashour still equal to the Dutchman. LJ showing a few attacking shots of his own as later on in the game, and then really stepping up the court and showing his physicality, and actually ruining my prediction here, taking the first game.